Hey everybody, today I'm going to be going over two different methods for using a keypad while using the analog way. You can use this with the LiveCore system like the Ascenders and the Next Stages, or you can use them with the RCS2 systems like the QuickVu and the Pulse 2. Now the first method we're going to be using is a programmable hotkey function in the software, and we're just going to be using an inexpensive USB keypad. The second method, we're going to be using an Elgato Stream Deck and some third-party software to help program it all out. So first, let's get started. We're going to be using the keypad. This is a $11 keypad online or any office supply store or Walmart or Target that are pretty easy to find. And basically what we're going to be doing is the key to this is this little button down here. Now these are all the internal shortcuts that the LiveCore and the RCS2 systems use. The button's located in the exact same place in both of them, and the shortcuts are exactly the same. I've already gone through and changed a couple, but basically you just click on your edit, you hit the button you want to assign it to, and you click validate. That's it. So there's drop downs to go to the different sections. I went ahead and changed all the master memories to 1 through 8 on the number pad. A quick note, if you actually press the button on the keypad, it'll say number pad 1, but when you go to actually press it live, it's not going to work. So you want to actually press the button on the row of numbers as well as the enter button as opposed to the enter button on the keypad, because if you use those, they're not going to work. You want to use the regular ones. So go ahead and set all these up, click save, close this down. And as you can tell, I'm actually just using the simulator. I'm not plugged up to an actual LiveCore model right now. But I went ahead and just made some generic master memories and some generic regular memories. I'm going to go ahead and select one of the preview screens. It doesn't matter which one. It's going to work for all of them. And then I'm going to start pressing buttons. So number 1 brings up a master memory 1, enter, and you see I'm hitting take all. The good thing about this that I really do like is as you're doing this, you see the little pop-up at the bottom to confirm what you're pressing. And go through all of them real quick. So 4, 5, 6. Oh, did 5 not load? We'll do 5 again. There we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And that's where we run into the problem. There is no 9. You can only use 8. I think this goes back to the actual RCS2 system, because you can actually only store 8 memories on the actual console. So if you're doing a bigger show like you run into, and you're going to need more than 8 presets, this method is quite limiting. But that leads us to our other setup. Okay, so the second method entails using an Elgato Stream Deck, and you can find them pretty much anywhere, online, Amazon, and they're all about $150 for the 15-key Stream Deck. And then you can go to GitHub and get an app called Companion. I'll have the link in the description below. And you install it, you set up your instance of what you're going to be using, because there's many different types and many different brands that you can use that they've already gone ahead and set up some protocols for. So again, we're using the LiveCore, and then you go in and you start setting up your buttons. Now, obviously, I've already done a couple of these, so I'm going to erase these out. We're going to start over. So very simple. You select your button style. You can do just plain text, or you can do an image, and it will basically set up in the background. And this is one of the things that I like about this system as opposed to just using a keypad, is you can actually label it. And again, when you're on a show with a lot more setup and a lot more presets that you're going to have to use, you want to have those labeled properly so you know exactly what you're pressing. You don't want to go in and accidentally press the wrong thing. So And as you can see, it's fairly straightforward. You drop down for the button style. You can, like I say, you can do JPEG or just text. I'm doing text right now. And then here's all of your options. You can take all screens, take a single screen, load a single memory, load a master memory, set recall filter, freeze and input, which is, I'll be honest, on a lot of shows needed at times. Recall monitoring memories for your personal monitoring layout, full screen, that monitoring, select your screens for global take, select confidence memory, switch confidence memory, switch input plug, set up custom. Most of these, honestly, I personally wouldn't use most of these except for the take all and the load master memory. Just because I think if you're getting that deep into some stuff, you need to, fingers on a keyboard type setup, and you need to be doing it yourself. You also probably need to not be doing it live in your show. That would be, if anything were to happen, that actually would be a pretty bad setup. So you don't want to get that wrong. So as you're seeing, I'm just still doing just the master memories, and it's, like I said, it's fairly straightforward. So we're going to fast forward through some of this and get them all set up. Okay, so I've got all of them reprogrammed in, and we're just going to do a quick little click through. And as you can see, they are changing. So this is what it looks like. Now, like I said, it's a 15 button Stream Deck. So there's only 12 buttons on the screen, and that's because when you look at it, it'll look more like this. So you can do page up, page down, and you can actually get to 99 pages. So you can store a lot of keys in here, which is good because you can store 144 memories. So if you organize it well and keep it going, you'll do fine. But also, if you have exactly 12, I don't have a button for take. I would be using the keyboard enter, or maybe I use my number pad in conjunction with this. You could do both. So all in all, I actually like the Elgato. The buttons feel good. It works very well. I can get a lot of presets and a lot of programming done on this little device. Because like I said, the 99 pages, I can label it. It is time consuming, and I fully understand after you've been programmed for an hour or longer, depending on the show, late at night, and you have an early call the next morning. The last thing you want to do is do more programming on this little Stream Deck. But I think it's worth it. I think this thing works really, really well. And again, just the main part is just the labeling. I know what I'm pressing, and I know what I'm calling up. Because if you also notice, when you're setting this up, you set it to go to preview or to program. So set them all to preview. You're never gonna come into an instance where this is highlighted because you just did an edit on something live, and oh no, I pressed the button, I didn't mean to press that button. You're fine. You're loading stuff to preview. It doesn't matter. So thanks for watching. I'm sure there are other methods for using this. Just my 2 cents. Tell me how I'm wrong. Tell me if this is helpful or not. And you guys have a good day.